The ovulatory follicle of the cows, if we talk about our indigenous cows, the local breeds, what is the size of the ovulatory follicle?
15 to 20 millimeter.
15 to 20 millimeter, or for our local cows, we usually say that, or the buffalo, even the bovine, if we include both cow and the buffalo, we have 1.2 to 1.8 centimeter size for the ovulatory follicle. If a follicle is of the size 1.2 or 1.8 centimeter, or simply we can say 12 millimeter to 18 millimeter, it means that this follicle attained the ability to get ovulate. If we talk about the exotic cows, the for example the Jersey or the Friesian, like you are talking about the exotic cows in the commercial farms, they are having a follicle of 2 centimeter to 2.5 centimeter. They have the larger ovulatory follicle. So the follicle in the exotic cow, that is of the 2 or 2.5 centimeter, or you can say simply 20 millimeter or 25 millimeter, it is the ovulatory follicle in exotic cows. When we say that this is the cystic follicle, when we can say that in case of bovine, when it is more than the ovulatory size, so we will start from the maximum limit in the bovine, that is 2.5 centimeter.
Yes, ma'am.
So any follicle on the ovary that is of the size of 2.5 centimeter or more than 2.5 centimeter, one thing, and it is going to persist on the ovary for more than 10 days. It means that this follicle is not the normal ovulatory follicle, it is the cystic follicle. It is the cystic follicle. And that can be multiple in number. That can be one, or it can be more than 1, 2 or 3 or 4. Most of the time they are multiple in number. Such ovaries that are having the multiple follicles of larger than the normal size, this is a larger follicle, this ovary is having again a follicle, larger size follicle, plus you have just examined that there was a bigger follicle, maybe someone has just ruptured it, and then you have on the other ovary again there is a bigger follicle, there is another follicle. So there are multiple palpatable follicles. Most of the follicles are more than the normal ovulatory size, and if we have the history of that particular cow, we have palpated at a particular day, that is the 4th of the September, today for example, and then we are going to palpate after 10 days at 14th of the September, again this will be of the same size. They are not going to regress, they are not going to atresia, they are not going toward the ovulation. It means these are the cystic follicles, and such ovaries are known as cystic ovaries. The ovaries that are having a follicle that is of the 2.5 centimeter size or more than 2.5 and persisting on the ovary for more than 10 days, and they are multiple in numbers, such ovaries will be known as cystic ovaries, and such follicle will be known as cystic follicle, or we can say the follicular cyst, and such cow will be known as cystic cow, or the condition will be known as cystic ovarian degeneration, COD. The condition will be known as
Cystic ovarian
degeneration, and such cow will come with the sign of nymphomania. What is nymphomania? What is nymphomania? The hypersexuality, the more desire toward the sexual activity. The cow will have the prolonged estrus period, will show the signs of heat for longer time than the normal. Okay, normally a cow that is going to ovulate after 1 day of the estrus, it means that the signs of heat will subside after 24 hours. But such cow will show the signs persistently for 3 or for 4 or for 5 days, depending upon the number of the follicles, right? And the other history can be the short estrus cycle. It means that if the cow is going to subside the sign of heat for some days, then it will come again into the heat, will show the sign of estrus again after several days. You can say that the cow can come into the estrus right after 14 days, 12 days, 10 days. The cycle is getting shorter than the normal length of the cycle, right? So these are the actually, such ovaries will have the abnormal irregular shape. The normal shape of the ovaries of the cows are somewhat almond-like. We say that it's somewhat somewhere between oval and round. So we can say that ovoid, or you can say that somewhat like almond shape, right? So this is the normal shape or the texture of the ovaries of the cows. But this ovary is of the irregular shape. Understand? This is of the irregular shape, larger size, and having multiple follicles that are of the normal, not of the normal size. They are larger than the normal size. So this was the cow that was having the problem of cystic ovaries, or we say that it was suffering from cystic ovarian degeneration. How we can say that? The cow will come with the history of nymphomania. What is nymphomania? The signs of estrus are going to prolong. The cycle length of the estrus cycle are getting shorter, or simply we can say if we say the meaning of the nymphomania is actually the hypersexuality. The more desire toward the sexual activity will be known as nymphomania, and such animal will also known as nymphomanic. That can be the nymphomanic cow, nymphomanic buffalo, any of the animal, right? So this is the animal that is having the cystic ovaries. Condition is cystic ovarian degeneration, and the cow will come with the history of nymphomania. Understand?
Yes.
So you can easily palpate. Okay.